I think now to wrap it up, which I think will be a really interesting thing, and we'll sort of take a look at this at the end of the year, is a look at 2023 domestic box office, right? So, like, what's there to look forward to, basically? Like, what's happening? 2023, a look ahead. So, what films we're looking forward to? We'll sort of look at this list, and then what films we like at the end of the year. You know, I've got high hopes that this podcast stream will still be going. But I thought this would be good. You know, you got 33 tent poles, $9 billion. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what's out. I mean, you got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I mean, it's not even like this. There's even more than this, by the way. But, you know, you've got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Looking forward to that or not?
They should title it Ant-Man Will Be Replaced by the Wasp and a few other women.
Yeah.
I know. Ant-Man will be replaced by his child.
And his child, and yeah.
I like the character.
I like the first movie.
Yeah, the first movie was good. Second one, not so much. I'll probably check this one out. I'm not like super hyped for it at this point in time, but it's not like it would have to get pretty bad word of mouth reviews for me to skip out on this one in the theaters.
The only thing I'll say about this is the first Ant-Man was amazing in 3D. The second one, not like, again, it was the movie and the experience wasn't nearly as fun. I'm not as hopeful for this third one. Because after we watched the trailer on the morning show, everybody had a positive reaction, but me. I'm like, I can see through this. They're going to replace him with his daughter, the Wasp, and Michelle Pfeiffer by the end of the movie. Yeah. And I bet you they kill fucking Hank Pym too. I said, you watch.
Yeah, and maybe he'll die too.
Oh dear. So here we have.
He is getting expensive.
Yeah.
Here we have the bulk of the stuff, right?
There's only a few movies I'm actually looking forward to be honest with you.
I mean, there's a lot here, but not a lot of anything that's actually that good. So, and there's probably more here as well, by the way. This is just a quick overview. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
That's one I'm looking forward to.
Yep, definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. I'm looking forward to it just to see what happens.
It's going to be a good send-off to the Gunverse team. We know a few characters are probably not going to make it through. You can almost bank on, Drax probably getting it. James Gunn's brother's character is probably going to get it.
And Rocket.
Maybe Rocket.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I quite like
Don't care. I know people like it, but I have no interest in it. So I'll let you guys talk on that.
Yeah, I thought the first one.
I thought amazing.
Yeah, I thought the first one was okay. I'm just not a huge fan of the animated stuff. I loved the X-Men, Batman, and Spider-Man animated shows in the 90s. I watched those all the time, but I'm not a huge fan of the new animation stuff. But I mean, I'll probably check it out. I'm not I didn't hate it or against seeing it. I'm just not super excited for it.
Yeah. Okay. The Marvels, I couldn't give a shit about.
Next.
Nope.
Unless Brie Larson gets if Brie Larson gets her baps out, then great, I'm all in. Outside of that, I don't care.
I predict Disney will fortify the box office for that one. That's what I predict.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fortify.
Big time.
Wonka, I think, could be a sleeper hit.
It could, but here's my problem with this.
I heard anything about it. I reckon
one thing I hated about the Tim Burton Willy Wonka film was that giving Willy Wonka a backstory demystified the character. Well. That's what this movie is a backstory for Wonka.
Well, isn't it him traveling around?
It's technically supposed to be how he enslaved the fucking Oompas. You can say that he rescued them. I say he enslaved them. They're working for food and board. I mean, come on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. On an alien planet or whatever it is.
Goodness me.
This guy's a mass murderer, folks. Like, he kills kids for a living.
Yeah. under the guise of giving them chocolate and candy.
I mean, he's the ultimate guy in the white van. I mean,
he's the ultimate troll, is what he is. He's
yeah,
like,
I love the original film. So I have a hard time thinking this is going to be anything worth a shit, but we'll see. I could be wrong. You could be right.
I reckon it'll be a sleeper hit. I reckon. But yeah. We spoke about Ant-Man. The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and something.
I don't care.
I couldn't give a shit.
I'm sure there's a bunch of middle 30-year-old women that are going to be very interested in that movie.
Do you think they will, though, for this now?
That's the original audience. I mean...
What is this, a sequel? I don't even
yes, our prequel, one of the two. Oh, we got Yellow Flash in the chat. How you doing?
What's up, Yellow Flash?
Nice to have you on.
It's either a prequel or a sequel, and yeah, I mean, it's been almost 10 years since the last one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like those mid 30 women are the ones who were really original fans. So
I didn't even see all of them. I think I saw the first one, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, a long time. I sent you a link, Yellow Flash. If you can jump on. June Part 2.
This is one I'm looking forward to. Yes,
I like the first one. I want to see the second or part, whatever. Like it's one movie technically because it's one. Yeah. They haven't even completed the story. So like a lot of people's main complaint over the first one was it doesn't feel complete. I'm like, because it's not. Like the story isn't complete. Like it's been.
It's only half.
Up. Like where
half the book anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, where do you end it? I'm looking forward to it. I think Denis Villeneuve is just such a staggeringly good filmmaker. So I'm keen for this, massively keen.
I know Coach is a huge Dune fan. He's definitely going to be there opening night for this one. I was not a huge fan of the first movie. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. You know, it was just kind of like, okay, you know, for me. So like this is another one sort of like the animated Spider-Man. You know, I'll probably check it out at some point, but like I'm not going opening night. I'm not like super hyped for it, you know.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I know a lot of a lot of people are. I'm probably in the minority there.
One thing I will say, and the reason why I'm not so quick to going, oh, you're fucking wrong, Nate, on the whole like Wonka thing. Timothy Chalamet has a fucking following like you wouldn't believe.
I know. There's still these
the women want to fix him. Whatever it is that's wrong with him, they want to fix it.
It's so strange. It's so strange. Whatever. Who knows? It's bizarre to me. But yeah,
so you're probably right on that. That's why I didn't like go, oh fuck no, that movie's gonna suck. No, like no, yeah. There's a legion of women for some reason that love him. Yeah.
Aquaman and the Lost.
Speaking of legions of women.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't give a shit about this film. I didn't really care.
It got moved to December, so I'm surprised they haven't moved it in the order there, but yeah.
I think this is like rated.
Okay.
Like, well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I just through movies.
Yeah.
I don't really care about this.
The DC universe was all Snyder's characters. It's like pretty much dead.
Well, that's the thing now, isn't it? Like, is there any point to go see these movies as a result of that?
There is if you were a fan and you want to say goodbye to these characters one more time, and I think that's how they're going to market them going forward. So I know a lot of people are like, they've made them pointless. And I'm like, yeah, that is true. But how many more pissed off fans would you have at the end of all this had they not waited to tell us all this stuff?
Yeah.
Right? If they'd waited to say that we're going to reboot all this stuff after The Flash had come out, we'd have a lot more pissed off people than we do now already.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think this is at least getting people geared up for the idea that this is going to be the last hurrah with this. Because it's still going to be another 2-3 years before we see a James Gunn movie. That's what people aren't even taking into consideration. So,
not wrong.
This still has another year or two to play out as far as what they have left over to release. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a pretty big delay now. They'll be announcing stuff in the new year, apparently. Like,
yeah, they're going to get in. I have a feeling we're getting an idea of what the Superman's movie is going to be and maybe some other new character. But I think James had hinted the first one out the gate is not going to be a one of the characters we've had before, basically. So I have a feeling he's going to announce like 2 or 3 different titles, and that's all going to coincide with Zaslav having to do the quarterly meeting.
Mhm.
So he'll want a few things to talk about for that. So I think that'll all come out the same week. So
Yeah. Right. So we'll blitz through a bunch just because
I don't think anybody cares about Indiana Jones and the Dick of Destiny.
Indiana Jones 5. I reckon that'll be middling. I don't know whether there's much of a mass appeal anymore. So sure, whatever.
I'm gonna go see it opening night just to review it and see if how much of the rumors are true. See what
I predict it will have a big opening. I think because here's the difference. Indiana Jones does not have the same audience as Star Wars. Yes, there's some crossover, but I would say that Indiana Jones has a similar audience to Top Gun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, unless the word of mouth gets out about the movie being horrible like the last one, which even though the last one did get word out, it still did pretty well. So we'll see. See, I think there's a different audience for this than Star Wars that holds it to different standards. I think. So we'll have to wait and see. It could go either way.
Funny thing is, this last week I had a girlfriend of mine that I was talking to on the phone. She said that she saw the Indiana Jones trailer in the theaters, and I was like, "Oh, what'd you think?" She was like, "Oh, it looks like they're going to completely ruin Indiana Jones with this female woman in here." She's like, "I don't need any representation. Like, I want to see a guy. I want to see Indiana Jones." And I was like, "Wow, okay." And she's not like on YouTube and all that sort of stuff.
Well, the normies are starting to catch on to this shit, Nick.
Yeah.
Some of them don't have a name for it yet, but they know that something's off.
Yeah. So Oppenheimer, 2 hours 30 minutes. Didn't know it was that long. I reckon this would be really
I'm kind of looking forward to it, to be honest with you.
I think I'm interested.
Really know anything about
it seems like every other movie Nolan does is good. I didn't like Tenet. I only watched 40 minutes of it, but
I liked Tenet. I thought Tenet was decent.
I've liked almost every other one of his movies. I didn't like the inner space one or whatever the hell it was called, Interstellar. It was good until the end. I love Conception, and I love or Inception, not Conception. Conception's a totally different movie, folks.
That's another porn
That's the porn version.
Goodness me. Right, moving on.
Yeah. So it might be interesting, and I like the look of it. Fast X, don't care.
Fast X, they do.
That sounds like an X-Lax.
But the franchise does really well. So this
doesn't matter. It's going to do huge. Yeah.
But I know they spent a lot of money on this one, like a lot of money.
Doesn't matter. It'll still do billions.
Doesn't it bring in most of its money from overseas?
Yeah, but that's because they translate easily. There's not much to have to translate.
My family. This one, Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
This is a wild card.
I reckon could do really well because loads of people love the trailer. They're all about it. They think it's back to form. I'm like, I wouldn't trust it, but all right.
Yeah, I heard some things early on that made me kind of too, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what word of mouth is on that one. I think probably
Shazam again. Same.
This is probably going to be the biggest disappointment of the year for me with the Shazam deal. That's not even the Flash. What the fuck?
I know. Well, this is Google for you. But the Flash, I don't reckon that would do. It's the same situation. The Flash and
I think it'll do okay, but it all depends.
Mission Impossible though, Dead Reckoning Part 1. I reckon Tom Cruise has got so much good faith with people now. Yeah, do really well.
He's been pumping it up so much that I have a feeling, yes, this one will do well. Yeah.
Doing his own stunts and everything. That crazy, like, fucking motorcycle base jump
thing.
Yeah, that was
mad,
insane. He did it like 6 or 9 times or something crazy like that. Like, golly, man.
I'm going to go on a limb right now and say the Super Mario Brothers movie might be the surprise hit of the year.
I reckon it'll do really well. I really like the look of it.
I think it's going to do quite well. Especially if it's good. If it's good, it's going to do very well.
I honestly think the Super Mario Bros. Will do mega money.
Yep.
Mega money.
Yep. People underestimate that.
500 million easy. 500 million.
Oh, easy. I'm thinking more in the billion 5 range, dude.
Likewise. Likewise.
I think it's going to blow up.
Easy 500, and then it will cruise way up.
It may even beat Avatar.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's going to get a lot of repeat viewing if the movie is good. because you have a fan base for Mario like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Oh yeah,
I know,
it's
but
huge,
don't underestimate
huge.
the amount of screens that Avatar has booked out.
Don't underestimate what they do with Mario Brothers once people start watching it. Like that's the thing is,
True.
I've already seen buzz for. That's the thing. I've seen more buzz for Megan than I did for Avatar. I've seen more buzz for Mario Brothers. I've even seen more buzz for Spider-Verse.
Yeah, true.
To be honest with you,
Cocaine Bear.
That's gonna be this. Talk about surprise hits. That's gonna be the sleep.
91 minutes as well. Great runtime.
Yeah. That's going to be a hit. It doesn't matter. It didn't cost shit to make. All it's got to do is make what, 30, 40 million, and it's a hit.
I'm definitely going to see it.
Love it. I love it. I'm all about that. Barbie, couldn't give a shit about.
Absolutely watching. Well. That's a must watch, Barbie.
You know what? I have a feeling that's going to be another surprise hit. I think people are underestimating
for all the little girls and stuff. Moms will take their daughters. I'm sure it'll probably do fine.
Well, I've heard. Well, look, I do a show with a couple of women on Monday nights. You may be aware of, and these girls were all over this shit because it looks just like their toys. You know what that told me? If they would just do that for boys, they could dick this thing. I have a feeling this movie is going to do well. It's because you're going to have a lot of girls taking their daughters and they're going to go see it again and again and again.
Yeah.
The trailer is fucking clever as hell. I could give a shit
about
Barbie, but I laughed my ass off at that fucking trailer. And I gave them so many props. It's almost shot for. They did a beautiful job of recreating the 2001 Space Odyssey bit.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
Little Mermaid.
That's going to be the one. I wonder, is this going to do, and we were discussing this the other day, is that going to end up being like Mulan, or is that going to be a Lion King situation? Because we were discussing it's kind of a wild card because it's been getting a lot of flack, but then again, it has the music going for it. And
I reckon it'll be the full trailer that really gives us the idea.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of people's complaints were, why the fuck is it so dark?
But a lot of people said the same shit about Aladdin, but since Aladdin had the music and stuff like that, I think that's why Aladdin managed to do as well as it did.
Valid point. Blue Beetle, I'm not interested in. However,
don't care.
Dungeons and Dragons, I reckon will do really well.
That actually looks pretty great.
It can either be as crazy as the last one or it can be good. One or the other.
I think it'll be really good. I will be their opening night for this film.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
It looks good fun. Oh, we won't talk about that. No, we won't talk about that in the next scene starts playing. Yeah, so good. So good.
It needs Jeremy Irons, though.
No, mate. This is going to be good. It's so good. I'm really looking forward to it. Dungeons and Dragons are going to do 500 million easy.
If it's good,
oh, yeah, I think so.
Get good word of mouth.
If it's anything like the other one, though, it's fucked.
Oh, it's not like that. Come on. They've learned.
I hope not.
John Wick 4.
I think this is going to do well.
Yeah,
this is a no-brainer right here.
They go from strength to strength, don't they?
To a point. I didn't like 2 and 3 as much as the first one, but
you can't beat the first one. It was the best one.
But this one looks like, at least, here's my issue with the last two, is it felt like at one point I'm like, I feel like I should have my PS controller in my hand because it really was starting to feel like a video game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need some story here. And finally, at the third act of the third film, the story starts to kick in for the next, setups. So that I'm looking forward to.
Scream 6. I couldn't really care.
Fuck off.
No, don't care.
Didn't really like Scream 5.
I hated Scream 5.
I don't
Scream
really
3.
I'm skipping it.
I loved the second one, but I'm skipping it too, Nick. Probably for the same reasons. Why are you skipping it?
Because of Stallone. What they did.
Bingo.
Stallone and.
I agree.
I think
there'll be a few people that will do that as well.
If they kill Rocky off screen,
oh god, man,
you are gonna have a backlash like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Oh, it'll be insane. If he's at Rocky's funeral, like at the beginning of the movie,
can you imagine that?
Oh man,
you would have so many pissed off people
as well.
Yeah,
I would just use his name to create a new franchise, and then we'll fuck him out of it. Like, come on now.
And that would actually explain why Sly is so pissed too.
Yeah,
it would. And he went on that Instagram tirade because they were pretty brutal images.
Well, he said some more about it since. He said he didn't like the direction the script was going, and so maybe after they argued, maybe they killed him. And because that's when he got pissed. Like, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because when they closed the door on that, I think he's like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I don't care how much money he has made off of it. He created that from head to toe. He is Rocky Balboa. There is no fucking Creed without him. I don't give a shit.
Nope.
No, you're right. No, you are completely
And
right.
after they put it, and I loved Creed 2, because Creed 2 was getting back to form, in my opinion.
Yep,
you had the stakes there, you had the heart there, you put Rocky through hell, but he also triumphed at the end, and so did, you know, the whole thing with, you know, Creed and Drago's story. It actually had some weight to it.
Yep, and some nostalgia there too thrown in.
It felt like a fucking sequel, yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it.
And now they're doing this. What the fuck? But anyway, Craven, it might be all right.
I can't see it doing massively well. Like Morbius, you got to compare it to Morbius, right? It's a spin-off film.
Who's playing? Who's Craven?
I am sure Rothman is not going to let them go crazy like they did with Morbius, though. I bet you he has slashed the budget. I bet you it's going to be very grounded in comparison.
Who knows?
I wonder if it'll even be only subtly tied to things. So we'll see.
Well, one thing which is definitely not grounded, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I cannot wait for. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be great. Like shit, but great.
I think the movie we're missing here is Winnie the Pooh is Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the follow-up. Winnie the Pooh.
The sequel.
Cocaine Bear, Boogaloo.
I really loved honey, but cocaine does give me a bit more of a kick.
This, I had the inside scoop on 65.
I'd never heard of it.
People keep asking about this. This is supposed to be pretty good. It's got dinosaurs in it, doesn't it?
It's a modern remake of Planet of Dinosaurs.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
I love it. I love
Sold.
it. I'm like, it's an art. Well, we don't know what the rating is, but it's a actual scary dinosaur. From what they've presented, it's a scary dinosaur film with sci-fi elements. Who doesn't want that?
Sounds interesting.
Great. And Adam Driver, again, talk about weird fandoms. Don't ever underestimate the fans of Adam Driver. Oh my God, he has a huge.
He is good in anything but Star Wars, from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, he's a great actor.
God, every time I see him,
great story as well, because he was an excellent Ren.
He was even really good in that Spike Lee movie. The Black Klansman one.
He's good. I think this is gonna be great. I'll be there opening night.
Or wait, am I thinking of a different movie? I think I may be thinking of a different movie. Or is he in that one? Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, yeah.
But I mean, I'll be there opening night. I'm really looking forward to 65. I think it's gonna be great. They've removed out. Basically, there was like a 3-legged Triceratops that was sort of like a cutesy bit of kiddie stuff. They've cut that completely from. Ankylosaurus, sorry, they've cut that completely from the movie. So they've made it more gritty and more adult. And I think the trailer shows it. It's really banging. Love it. Really, really cool. Happy. I think it's going to be good. It'll be there opening night. They released the trailer to this recently, Knock at the Cabin, which is M. Night Shyamalan doing an adaptation of an already established story, which I think is not the first time, because he did it with Old, didn't he?
Yeah.
I quite like the look of this from the trailer. I was quite keen on it. I don't know if you've seen the trailer.
I don't know anything about it.
No, I avoided it because I heard it was his new movie. I didn't know he didn't write it though. That already ups the chances of it being better.
Exactly right. So the thing is that it's a group of people come to a cabin and they take everyone hostage, and they say you've got to choose one of you to die. It will prevent the apocalypse. And then they start showing elements of the apocalypse happening. And basically, it's this sort of grandiose sort of, I don't know, it just looks really fucked up. Like it looks kind of...
Sounds almost like a Stephen King story.
yeah. Well, the thing is like, I really like Dave Bautista as an actor when he actually acts. Because he can...
Well, he's gotten better.
Act. Well, mate, like, what the trailer to this, he looked really... Performance-wise, looked really good. I was sold. I think it looks good.
Well, let's look at it this way. I mean, I think James Gunn admitted it, or somebody had brought up that they had to basically cut around his performance in the first Guardians movie. He is carrying, along with what's her face, the Mantis chick, the Christmas story. So He has come a long way. I'll give him a chance.
He did really well in Blade Runner. There was the
he was pretty
Blade
good
Runner,
in that, considering.
And then, but there was also a short story that he was in. He was really good in that as well.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they did these like short movies before. But whatever. Evil Dead Rise. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it, but I'm not sure
massively amped for it, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, same.
The Meg 2, The Trench.
I liked the first one more than I should have.
It looks like a mix between the Meg and Sharknado.
Yeah, well, it does with that picture, doesn't it? Like
that first movie, I tell you, I was expecting to fucking hate it, and I ended up loving it more than I thought I would. So I might enjoy this one, maybe. Renfield, I'm kind of looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to Renfield. Nicolas Cage played Dracula. Yes, mate.
Well, this is like one of the first straight up comedies we've had in how long?
But it's also rated R. It's an R-rated film.
Well, yeah,
so
but
like
it's
straight up rated R. I mean. We're not messing around. Just going for it balls to the wall. I'm keen for that. The Exorcist, I'm not keen for because it's
this. I have a million questions.
With David Gordon Green, and he just fucked up Halloween. So I
there's really that, care. But also they're bringing back what's her face, not the mother. I just forgot her name.
God, I don't know.
Oh, is this a sequel?
Yes.
The original
trilogy.
And they're not bringing back Linda Blair. They didn't even ask her to be a part of it. I'm like, okay, that makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's a trilogy as well. He just fucked up Halloween. I don't care about it. So
I'm not. I have less hope for this than I did before. Yeah.
Expendables
4, sure.
I don't care about.
I'll probably check it out.
Sure,
just
to
support,
be no worse than the other ones, right?
Just to support Sylvester Stallone, just because I'm a fan.
That's true. That is true.
Ellen Bernstein, that's who's back for The Exorcist. That's what I was trying to think. Don't get me started on this one. We'll be here all night.
Okay, just condense.
Is this animated or is this?
This is the animated one from fucking Seth Rogen.
Oh God! Oh
yeah.
Count me out already.
And and the pitch already is we're gonna key it's gonna be a reimagining, of course.
And that's already cuss and stuff.
No, left of center. Well, I doubt that, but left of center was the other thing they said, and they're really gonna key in on the teenage aspect because no one ever has before. Oh, you mean all but one of the versions previous to this? Like that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Is like, oh, we're gonna key in on the teenage aspect. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, count me out.
Before I have an aneurysm, let's just move on from that because that sounds terrible. Equalizer 3.
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I like Denzel. I like the other ones. They were all right.
Yeah, they're non-offensive, are they? They're just.
I really like the first one. I vaguely remember the second one. So,
Star Trek 4.
That ain't happening. I don't even know why that's even on there.
Yeah, I was getting to say, is that even?
It's still on the release schedule.
No, it is not happening.
It's still on the release
schedule.
It's not happening. But no, it won't be happening.
It hasn't been shooting.
No, they lost everyone. Rebel Moon, I don't care about.
That's that Zack Snyder thing, yeah.
I don't
know. I mean, but it's Zack Snyder for Netflix as well. So
it was supposed to be his Star Wars project. Is the only reason it's even remotely interesting.
Oh, I heard some potential good things about that. About that movie. Yeah, if it's the same one I'm thinking of,
this is the deal Snyder, he supposedly pitched to Lucasfilm and they turned it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, that's not
I might be interested in that. I'll probably I don't really know anything about it. I'll probably wait and see some more trailers, see what's.
Well, the thing is, you'll be watching it for free because it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh,
who cares? Okay. I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm not excited.
Yeah.
About it, you know. Elemental.
No.
This image here.
It's getting to a point where Pixar and Disney are almost becoming a parody of themselves.
Yeah. It just looks like what was that one where they're inside?
Inside Out. That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
It's like they're almost becoming a fucking parody of themselves at this point.
So I don't care about that. Haunted Mansion.
The first one didn't work. Why would this one?
Yeah. No.
But one thing, I watched the trailer to this just before the stream. The Plane. I'm keen for it. I watched the trailer.
Who's in it? I never heard of it.
It's God, I can't remember. Gerard Butler and the guy who played Luke Cage.
I was gonna say that's what it looks like there. Okay.
It looks. Look, I'm not going to say it looks like a good film. Okay.
Is this where they are in the plane crash?
Yeah. So they're in a plane crash, and there's
Yeah, I
like
saw
insurgents and stuff, and then
Yeah.
it goes balls to the wall. They've got to go save them, and it just looks like
It looks like a fun
non-offensive-
popcorn movie.
Yeah, a beer flick. I call it
Yeah.
beer flicks, popcorn flicks, beer flicks.
Yeah.
A movie you can watch with your mates, right? So I call it a beer flick because you watch it with like guy mates. Have a few beers, chat shit during it, and you're like, wow, look at that blood. And there's a lot of blood in the trailer, like
Yeah.
a lot of blood.
Yeah,
And so
I
it
saw
just
the
looks
trailer.
like dumb fun.
Yeah, yep.
I'm keen for that because it just looks like dumb fun. Peter Pan and Wendy.
Didn't we already get that? Wasn't that called Hook?
Fucking no idea.
Yeah, it's just probably their version of their live action one. Who cares?
Yeah. Infinity Pool. I like the look of this. I
don't know anything about it.
This,
Yeah, I never heard
on
about
the
that
channel.
one.
Where me and Paulie spoke about it. He actually couldn't make it today, guys. He's traveling, so cheers, Paul. Never mind. But yeah, this looks good. This is Brandon Cronenberg. So I'm keen for it. It looks cool. Skarsgård, Mia Goth. I'm keen.
Which Skarsgård?
Northman Skarsgård.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The Nun 2.
Haven't they had 2 or 3 of those already?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say
No
feels
idea.
like that already came out.
You know what? But like, fine. The Conjuring franchise is the one that nobody remembers when we talk about successful franchises.
They
They're
make so much money.
They're huge, huge.
Not that they,
I'm not
should be,
surprised.
but all right.
Yeah.
We'll sort of blitz through some of these.
Okay,
Don't
then
know
this
much
one
about
is
Napoleon.
this one is interesting. This is Joaquin Phoenix,
Johnny
though. I'm trying to remember
it-
who's directing it, though.
Wasn't Johnny Depp?
Because this is
in it?
Ridley
Or was it
Scott,
another
isn't
one?
it? This was
I can't
Is this-
remember.
yeah, I think it's Ridley Scott and Joaquin Phoenix playing Napoleon.
Oh, well, Joaquin Phoenix, I always like his performances. So
Yeah,
Teen
he actually
Wolf,
has
the
2 movies
movie.
coming up.
who cares?
We already had one with Michael J. Fox.
Yep. I'll stick to the original.
This is this is a movie of the TV show though, so it's like a reunion movie or whatever you call them.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Never heard of it.
Not heard of it.
Don't know anything about it.
Asteroid City. Not heard
Never
of it.
heard of
No.
You People.
No,
Jonah
no.
Hill already have.
I quite like. I'm keen for Jonah Hill sometimes. I think he's all right.
Sometimes it depends on the role.
You people.
Yeah.
What do you mean, you people?
Oh,
Nicolas Cage in a western. Okay,
I'm sold on that already.
That,
So I'm
that,
sold
that
from
actually
the
might be
beginning.
I like the
interesting.
title too. The title already intrigues me, so
The old way.
I can see it right in
And-
itself.
Yeah.
And 90 minutes. It's a 90-minute movie.
He
Oh,
came
wow.
into town.
Huh.
It was full of
It's a-
bad people. He
It's a
can only
90-minute
take them
movie.
out the old way.
Yeah, by killing them.
I'm keen for a quick popcorn flick, a 90-minute popcorn flick.
Don't
Yeah.
make me kill people again.
I like a
I'm
good
about that.
western.
I don't like to
Yeah.
kill people.
Don't know anything about this. A good person is Florence Pugh and Morgan Freeman.
Hmm.
Don't know anything about that.
I
No.
don't know.
Not a thing.
The red one. That's
I
with
predict it'll
everyone,
make
isn't it?
about $300 million. That's what I predict.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what every rock movie makes.
Yeah.
Operation Fortune is. This is the.
I don't know anything about
Who
that
directed this one? This is Guy Ritchie, I think. This film.
Oh, is it?
But it's also got, if this is the one I remember, it's also got the actor who does Homelander. He's in this as well. I'm pretty certain. So I think that'll do okay, but I don't really, without knowing too much about it, who cares? But it says trailer. Maybe I'm wrong. I swear this was that one. Extraction 2. I'm keen for that. I like the first one. Love the first one. In fact,
Yeah, I
really
like the
liked it.
first one. I'll definitely be checking out the second one for sure.
Brutal. Really keen.
Yeah.
Really keen. Never heard of Missing. Don't care.
No.
Maestro.
No, don't know anything about it.
I'm here for this. Legally Blonde 3. I'm down for it, mate. Opening night. Of course not.
Yeah, I'll probably be skipping that one.
And then we're going to descend into films that not really many people have heard of. So, Jung-E.
Never heard of it.
Your Place or Mine. I mean, it looks like a chick flick.
Yeah.
Untitled Adele Lim film or kind of. Next Goal Wins. I'm not interested in that. I don't know what this is. Pathan. Is that like a Bollywood film? Yeah, Bollywood film. The Killer for Netflix. That's a long ass film, 2 hours 38. That better be good, whatever that is. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Never heard of it. Challengers.
Never heard of it.
Spinning Gold.
No.
Is that? What's that? Is that a Kiss? That looks like Kiss.
It does.
Is that like some weird Kiss biopic?
Maybe about the guy who was like their manager or something, maybe.
Because they're doing a lot of these.
And that looks like, is that Chris Pine?
Music. No. That's not Chris Pine.
It's not Chris Pine? Okay.
No, I don't think so. But they're doing a lot of these music biopics now, aren't they? So, and they're successful. They're doing all right. So maybe that's.
Well, actually, it says it's featuring the music of it, and it has a bunch of them up there. So it must be about something or other. Yeah. Maybe it's about Casablanca Records or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because they were like the leaders in disco music in the late 70s, and they had the like Kiss on their label and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm keen for stuff like that. Well,
I like those kind of movies.
They're fine. Like, I'd switch it on if it was on TV. Sharper, not heard of it. Strays, looks like a.
Was that a Pixar film?
No, it doesn't look like it, but.
80 for Brady. Don't know anything about that. No Hard Feelings. Again, this is what I mean. Like, all this stuff is now just.
I didn't see the Scorsese movie on here.
What is Havoc? Is that Tom Hardy? What is Havoc? Look, sure. I mean, there's other films, obviously, because this doesn't even have Megan. This is just
Megan's not even on there.
Overview. But there you go, guys. I mean, a quick rundown. I thought this would be an interesting way because obviously we're, next week is the new year, so I thought this would be a good way to sort of go into, the sort of new year.
They covered the main ones that are coming out this next year.
Yeah.